Imagine watching 5 cop cars screech into your quiet suburban cul-de-sac. Guns drawn on your own son, all because your nosy HOA president decided your family dreams were a threat to her petty empire. But in a twist that'll make you cheer, that same tyrant ended up face-planting in the mud. Handcuffs clicking as her web of lies unraveled right there on the lawn. In the manicured hell of Evergreen Estates, a gated community in suburban Virginia where every blade of grass seemed to bow to arbitrary rules, lived Jack Harlan, a quiet widower in his late 40s who'd turned his backyard into a thriving herb garden after losing his wife, Emily, to a long battle with illness. Emily had been a nutritionist, passionate about natural remedies. And before she passed, she'd made Jack promise to keep growing fresh, organic herbs that could help others heal. For 3 years, he'd honored that vow, supplying local clinics and farmers' markets from his modest plot. But when a major health network offered him a lucrative contract to expand his operation, enough to buy a small farm and turn Emily's vision into a legacy, Jack knew it was time to sell his house and move on. The neighborhood, with its white picket fences and enforced uniformity, had never felt like home anyway. It was more like a pressure cooker disguised as paradise, where the HOA enforced standards that choked out any spark of individuality. The morning Jack planted the for sale sign in his front yard, he caught a glimpse of Gloria Benson, the HOA president, peering from her curtains across the street like a hawk spotting prey. Gloria, a 55-year-old former real estate agent with helmet-like auburn hair and a wardrobe of pastel power suits, ruled Evergreen with the subtlety of a sledgehammer. "Jack, darling," she cooed, striding over in heels that clicked like warning shots, her smile as plastic as the neighborhood's fake flower beds. "Selling already? My. I do hope you've cleared this with the board. We have guidelines. You know, for the good of the community." Jack nodded politely, explaining the contract and how it meant relocating to acreage better suited for farming. Gloria's eyes narrowed behind her oversized sunglasses. "Well, isn't that ambitious? But remember, Section 14.2 requires pre-approval for any disruptive changes. We wouldn't want to lower property values. Now would we?" Her tone dripped with faux concern. But Jack caught the undertone, like she was already plotting his downfall. What Gloria didn't advertise was her grudge against Jack, stemming from 2 years back when he'd quietly challenged her ban on unsightly gardens. She'd called his herbs an eyesore, slapped him with fines. But Jack had gathered petitions from neighbors who loved his fresh basil and won at the county level. Ever since, she'd whispered smears, that Harlan's probably growing something illegal back there. Jack heard the rumors but stayed silent, documenting everything in a private journal. He knew bullies like Gloria thrived on reactions. Patience was his weapon. Hours after the sign went up, the first strike landed, a neon pink violation notice taped to his door, citing his old pickup truck, used for herb deliveries, for exceeding the 2-hour driveway parking limit. Fine, $750. Jack stared at it, chuckling bitterly. 2 hours? In my own damn driveway? He paid it online, but not before snapping photos. That evening, Gloria knocked, her face a mask of righteousness. "Just enforcing the rules. Jack. You understand, it's for everyone's benefit." He smiled thinly. "Sure. Gloria. Everyone's benefit. Like how your brother's flipping houses in the neighborhood." She stiffened, her manicured nails digging into her clipboard. "That's none of your concern. But if you push this sale, things could get complicated." Her whisper carried a threat wrapped in velvet. But Jack just nodded, already recording on his phone from his pocket. 2 days later, The whispers turned to roars. Jack's realtor called. Voice tense, the buyers pulled out. Said they heard about ongoing disputes and hidden liens on the property. Jack pressed. And she forwarded an email blast Gloria had sent to the entire HOA mailing list, 47 fabricated violations over 5 years. Complete with doctored timestamps and blurry photos. Deadbeat homeowner abandoning debts, it read. Beware, property may be contaminated from unauthorized farming. Jack's blood boiled as he scrolled. Only 3 violations were real. All parking nitpicks. Neighbors started avoiding him at the mailbox. One muttering. Heard you're skipping out on fines. Jack. Not cool. But inside. Jack seethed with calculated calm. Emily's words echoed, don't rage. Love. Outsmart them. So he printed the email. Added it to his growing file. And started cross-referencing Gloria's claims with public records. Little did he know. Gloria had spotted his daughter. Sarah, a rookie cop from a nearby precinct, visiting the week before. Uniform and all. She'd snapped pics from her window. Filing them away like ammunition. The escalation hit like a storm. Jack's moving company bailed after Gloria threatened lawsuits for unpermitted operations in the community. Sorry. Man, the owner said over the phone. Sounding spooked. She sounds like she means business. Jack packed boxes alone. Sweat mixing with frustration as he loaded herbs that wilted in the heat. Then came a soft tap at his back door, Elena Vargas. A soft-spoken accountant in her 40s who'd run a side hustle tutoring kids until Gloria shut it down for commercial activity. She clutched a folder. Glancing nervously. Jack. We need to talk. But not here, Gloria's got her boy toy. Derek. Watching. Derek was Gloria's latest flame. A burly 50-year-old ex-security guard with a van that lurked like a predator. He'd been caught rifling through trash bins. Enforcing recycling rules, but everyone knew he got off on the power trip. Inside her dim kitchen later that night. Elena spilled, Gloria had run this scam on 4 families. Harassing them into cheap sales that her brother snapped up via shell companies. She embezzled HOA dues to fund it, fake repairs. Ghost vendors. I tried reporting her once. But her sister's married to a dispatch cop. Complaints vanish. Elena's folder held ledgers. Emails. Testimonies. She threatened to audit my taxes if I didn't back her votes. Smiled the whole time. Like it was tea talk. Jack's jaw tightened. Why me? Elena shrugged. You beat her once. She fears losing control. They hatched a plan. Jack would bait her into overreaching while Elena gathered more dirt. Recording discreetly. Gloria bit hard the next day. Towing Jack's truck while he was out. But the driver recognized him from the market. Your mint tea helped my gut issues. Harlan. No way I'm hauling this for that witch. He unhooked it. Waving off Gloria's screams. You'll pay for this defiance, she yelled. Veins bulging. Her poise cracking into a red-faced rant. I own this street. Jack watched from afar. Smirking inwardly as Elena filmed from her car. That night, Gloria rammed through an emergency rule at the HOA meeting, no sales without 120-day board review. For stability, she purred to the cowed crowd. Elena objected, this is illegal restraint. Gloria snarled. Sit down before I remind everyone about your tutoring fines. Elena. Or should I say, tax evasion? But Elena had live streamed it all to the neighborhood app. Comments flooded, dictator much? Call the cops. One spotted, is that a taser in her bag? Chaos erupted as Gloria lunged for the phone. Screeching. Privacy violation. I'll sue you all. The vandalism came at dawn, traitors spray-painted across Jack's garden. Plants uprooted. Footage showed Derek wielding the can. Gloria directing like a bad movie villain. She left a note, "Communities punish deserters." Jack knelt amid the ruins. Emily's favorite rosemary crushed. But he texted Elena, got her on tape. Keep pushing. Gloria upped the ante. Reporting contaminated herbs to health inspectors. The inspector arrived. Sampled a leaf. And grinned, "These are gold." Harlan. "Mind selling me some?" Gloria. Spying from her porch. Slammed her door so hard it echoed. Desperate. She cut his utilities via maintenance from her brother's fake company. Jack's greenhouse fans died, plants drooped in the sweltering sun. Customers canceled. The contract teetered. "Everything fine?" the health network asked. "Peachy," Jack lied. Voice steady. But inside he plotted. Isolation gnawed, shadows felt like eyes. Every creak a threat. But Emily's lone surviving time plant perked up. Reminding him, endure. The boiling point hit at the next meeting. Gloria. Podium pounding. Announced expanded presidential powers for threats like Harlan's chaos. Elena rose, "Let's discuss the missing $200,000 in dues." Gloria. "Or the families you ran out." The room hushed as Elena projected docs, embezzlement. Bribes to officials. Gloria exploded, "Lies. You're jealous of my leadership." Neighbors chimed in, "She fined me for my kid's bike. Threatened my job." Gloria grabbed the mic, "Ingrates. I built this utopia." But the tide turned, phones out. Filming her meltdown. She shoved Elena, "Give me that." Assault caught live. That night, Sarah visited off-duty. Hugging Jack on the porch. Gloria watched. Then dialed 911, "Armed stalker at Harlan's. He's dangerous." Sirens wailed, 5 cruisers boxed the house. Officers yelling. "Hands up." Sarah complied. Badge visible, Officer Sarah Harlan. Badge 9172. Visiting family. Gloria shrieked from afar, "Fake. Arrest her." But one cop recognized Sarah, "Hey. You're the one from the charity run. Elena's husband." Detective Vargas. Rolled up, "Stand down, this is a false report." He confronted Gloria, "Filing bogus calls? That's a felony." Derek puffed up, "I saw her threaten us." Vargas smirked, "You? With your stalking record?" Gloria lunged at Sarah. Slapping her, "Traitor spawn." Cops cuffed her mid-rant, "You'll regret this. I am the law here." She tripped into the muddied garden. Face planting in wilted herbs. Derek bolted. Slipping on a sprinkler. Cracking his knee. FBI swooped in hours later, Gloria's scams tied to a judge's racketeering ring, foreclosures rigged for kickbacks. "Your evidence cracked it," an agent said. Weeks blurred, depositions. Viral news, HOA horror, widow's dream crushed by tyrant. Neighbors confessed silence from fear, now they sued. Gloria's board crumbled, Elena took over. Axing dumb rules. Starting garden contests. Jack's settlement funded his farm expansion. Hiring victims Gloria displaced. He transplanted Emily's time first. Watching it flourish amid new hires sharing laughs. Trials nailed it, Derek got 2 years for harassment, Gloria 5 for fraud. Assault. Conspiracy. In orange jumpsuit. She wailed about injustice as guards led her away, forced to garden in prison. Jack's farm boomed. Donating herbs to shelters. Sarah texted a prison note from Gloria, "I'll reclaim my throne." FBI replied, "Adds to her file." Parole denied. Karma. Serve fresh. But tell me, was Gloria the real villain? Or just a product of a system that lets petty tyrants hoard power? Who's truly at fault when communities enable Karens to rule?